Okay.
Hey! Spin!
No!
Spin to the safe space!
Man.
Spin!
So,
Spin,
we can
you
just
broke the
not
rules of the
trust
tea
Spen.
party, and for that you are not welcome here anymore. We're back in the cat skin again, and you know what that means. We're going back to the new SMP. Let's go! Welcome to Crimecraft, a new SMP running only in Pride Month, even though I may have to post some videos after because it's me and I'm slow at editing, where your only goal is to collect doubloons. You might be thinking, Corn, I'm not a pirate. What's a doubloon? And doubloons are these bad boys. And they're valuable because at the end of the series, whoever has the most of them wins the series. At the start of the series, everyone gets 10 doubloons, some food, and a book explaining what sorts of tasks you can do to earn more doubloons. These books will occasionally be refreshed throughout the series. Of course, though, this is Crimecraft, where all crimes are okay. So you don't have to do tasks to get more doubloons. You can also kill people for their doubloons, and rob people for their doubloons, and any other number of crimes to get doubloons. And, just to spice things up some more, we're also playing with the Origins mod, which has lots of origins, some of which were custom-made just for the series of Crimecraft, and one of which was custom-made for me, a special feline origin, which is why, I got the ears, tail, the whole shebang. I'm not going to reveal all of the perks of my origin right now. You'll have to watch the video and see. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Crimecraft theme song, yeah! This session of Crimecraft started off with me in the Deep Dark, which is becoming a theme. Unintentionally. I didn't realize I started out in the Deep Dark all the time. But anyway, I was in the Deep Dark to get skulk sensors, because Lucia and I wanted to make some kind of trap. Lucia hadn't actually logged on yet, so EmaMae had, and EmaMae was standing guard by Lucia's stuff, and I went down to the Deep Dark to get skulk sensors. And the reason I had to go now and couldn't stay with EmaMae was because, guess what? The border didn't move last time, it was moving this time, and we didn't know when it was moving this time. I just misunderstood and thought it was moving last time, and so we were pretty sure that this time was the real time that the ancient city was going to get covered by the border, so I had to go down there and get those skulk sensors now before we couldn't anymore. And we wanted the skulk sensors because Lucia and I had the idea of priming a pile of TNT with a skulk sensor, and then I could lure the person there because I don't set off skulk sensors. But while that was a great idea, it didn't work out in practice, because before I could even get all of the skulk sensors I needed, things went wrong. Terribly wrong. Emma was at base, and our base was attacked.
Spen, are you messing with Lucia's stuff? Ow. Spen! I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die in the sky. Get to the ground, get to the ground, get to the... yeah.
Okay. Did Spen kill you?
Spen killed me. And broke the bed.
So let's just do, a quick little recap in case anyone's confused. I was in a voice call with EmaMae, and that's because when I go to the Deep Dark, I get really lonely really fast, and so I want to be talking to someone, so I'm in a voice call with EmaMae, and Spen comes by and tries to steal Lucia's stuff. Now, EmaMae is guarding Lucia's stuff, and of course, when someone's trying to steal your bestie's stuff, you're gonna go for the kill, so EmaMae tries to fight Spen and dies. Twice. Now, that's not good. That's not good for a lot of reasons. First of all, Spen steals Lucia's things, and I know for a fact that Lucia has very good armor. I know because I enchanted it myself. And I know for a fact that Lucia has a very good sword. I know because I enchanted it myself. And because Emma died midair, her stuff is now midair and hard to get to, so she's gonna have to bridge to it. And I am like 200 blocks away and underground. We really don't have a lot of positives in this situation. As a matter of fact, the only positive we have is that I have the doubloons, and so we haven't lost any doubloons over this. But overall, I am trying to plan the next step, and I figure the next step is to go back to spawn and regroup with them. Because spawn's safe, right? It's where our base is. We'll be fine. We'll figure things out. Psych! Oh my god, there's a warden. EmaMae, be careful.
Yep.
I will be fine. Thank you. You're the one in the Deep Dark. I am just trying to
No,
dodge
literally!
bushes right now.
Literally, there's a warden
the Karma.
outside!
Karma
Oh,
is
warden
Karma
outside!
is
Okay, that's
warden.
great.
And the warden can't hear me. I'm worried about you.
Nice.
Alright, I'm gonna leave the VC blue whenever you want to.
What am I gonna do, though? Lose my stuff?
I'm on my way
Blue?
up already, so...
Blue, I'm coming up. I'm coming up.
Yeah.
I have to take the ladder, but I'm coming up. So there was a warden around spawn on the surface, and they didn't use the bubble elevator, I know, because I had broken it, but there's this fun thing called the beetle origin, and the beetle origin is neat, because they can pick players up, and that's great, because it means they can pick you up and carry you places and kidnap you and stick you into the ceiling so you suffocate and there's nothing you can do about it. But also, they can just pick anything up, and I knew that, they can pick entities up. I knew that because, in an earlier session, EmaMae's sheep, friend, and, my cat, Chicken, had been kidnapped by Karma and Finn. And Karma and Finn attempted to say that, Spen was the one who did it, but, L for them, because Spen wasn't actually on at all that entire session, so it was a bit confusing why they were like, Spen took your pets, when I'm like, Spen's not on! But we did get them back, and no harm, no foul. Except for the fact that they're superheroes and they were kidnapping pets. What? But anyway, Karma had picked up a warden and brought it to the surface. Luckily, though, when there's bad news, there's also good news. And while I was going up the ladder, Blue informed me that he had indeed killed Spen and managed to recover Lucia's things. So that was like one less problem I had to worry about. Insert copyrighted music here. However, it wasn't just good news, because Blue was at the top having, like, sort of phantom sped his way there, and he also had bad news. Well, moderately bad news. Bad news that I could easily solve. Oh, Spen might have taken the enchantment table.
I think Spen... Yeah. Spen, I swear to fucking...
Well, guess what? Guess what? I have a second.
Yes! I think Spen's goal was to cripple us. I don't think it was to actually use any of the stuff he took.
Spen's plan had failed. Though he had killed EmaMae twice, there were really no long-term consequences for us. I mean, EmaMae had gotten her stuff back, she had bridged to it, and Blue had gotten Lucia's stuff back by, you know, killing Spen and taking it off of his corpse, and I had the doubloons, so we hadn't lost any, and even though he had taken the enchanting table, I had a second one, so we were really down nothing. And you might be thinking, Thorn, what kind of absolutely crazy person has 2 enchanting tables? Why would you make a spare? And you would be absolutely right, because I don't know why I have 2 enchanting tables. I legitimately do not know. I thought I had 1 enchanting table, and it was the enchanting table I got from Blue. I didn't craft an enchanting table during this entire series, and I don't know how I got to. I have a theory, and that theory, is basically that some of the code is a bit buggy. Because one of the reasons that I don't generally show, like, the exact beginning of sessions is because there's a lot of, like, people logging in at different times, and also sort of bug fixing. Because the way this server works is when you log out, all of your stuff is automatically placed in a chest. That also happens when you die. But the thing about those chests is that they sometimes delete your entire inventory, which is, like, a little bit of a problem. So I know during one session that I had logged on and had my entire inventory disappeared, so I had to go back through my footage and read off what I had in my inventory, and the admins were very nice about it and got me all of the stuff I had back. So I think it had something to do with that. I'm not positive, but I think maybe the game finally remembered that it had deleted my things and gave me a second enchanting table. I don't know why, I don't know how. All I know is that it was awfully convenient I had a second enchanting table. But unfortunately, when I finally reached the top, the bad news actually hit, because the fact that I was able to fix that bad news means it wasn't real bad news, so the real bad news had to hit, and that bad news was that while Spen was up there, he had killed the 2 axolotls. Now, if you'll remember from one of the earlier sessions, we understand that, you know, Spen has some trauma relating to axolotls and thinks they're murderous because he has a friend who was killed by axolotls. I don't exactly remember everything correctly, about what exactly he said, but I think it was something around that. And so he had killed the 2 axolotls that Lucia and I had. My axolotl was named Sir Sunshine, first of his name, and Lucia's axolotl was named Macbeth, and he had killed them. And not only that, but when I went to check Lucia's stuff, it wasn't all there. Most of her armor was still missing, and so was the god sword.
Okay.
Lucia's armor is still
from
mostly
all the way
missing.
up here, and it's ridiculous.
Last message.
Still your enchanting table. Yeah.
Okay. On my way
yeah.
back up.
Blue?
Did Spen take the bookshelves as well?
Yeah, he took the bookshelves.
Don't
He took the
push me
bookshelves.
off.
He took the bookshelves.
Oh my god.
That is so sad.
Okay. I am hunting this man down. I do not care.
Can you come back for a second? So, because Lucia only has the helmet in here.
Seriously?
I had thought that, you know, Blue must have just forgotten to put most of Lucia's armor and the god sword back in Lucia's chest, and I was like, okay, Blue, can you come back? As it turns out, Blue had put all of it in the chest. But now most of it was gone. But before I could have any time to investigate anything whatsoever, or even so much as think, EmaMae was warning me about the fact that now Karma was coming up the ladder to our glass treehouse with a warden. So I'm checking just to be sure, because maybe Karma was just walking by with a warden and not going up the ladder, but I check, and nope, that's Karma coming up the ladder with a warden. Now, I've never really had to deal with this possibility. You know, like, in all of my playing of Minecraft, I've never thought, you know, if I was stuck in a tower and someone was carrying a warden up to me, how would I defend it? So I figure, hey, I'll just, you know, cut off the staircase partway. But I only cut off one piece of staircase, forgetting that people can jump. If I had cut off 2, I have 2-block jump. I could have made it back up to the ladder, but I was a fool, and so I only broke off one piece of the ladder, meaning it was still a perfectly climbable ladder, just kind of annoying. But I don't know that, so I'm just, having a grand old time climbing back up the ladder. I can't believe I called the ladder a staircase multiple times, but I just did that, so we're gonna keep going. I'm going back up the ladder. I'm super proud of myself. I even go so far as to tell EmaMae that, hey, the ladder's disconnected, as sort of like a don't worry about it. But oh boy, do we have to worry about it.
Oh! You stopping me from getting up the ladder. There we go. Hello? I have a friend. I don't know if you want to see them. I heard there was some cool things up here. Oh, that's lava. You almost got me there. Oh. Merry Christmas.
It's at this point that I'm low-key kind of panicking, because I did not expect, as I said, I did not expect Karma to be able to make it up a ladder when one rung was broken, so that completely floored me, so I went on to my next step, which I was coming up with completely on the fly, which was breaking a ladder and trying to put lava so Karma couldn't get to the top. But it didn't matter that Karma couldn't get to the top, because Karma just, left the warden chilling in the lava, because, wardens are immune to lava, and just kind of went about the day. And there I was, staring down a warden, and all I could hope was that it couldn't sense me. Because that was supposed to be my origin, that the warden couldn't sense me. As it turns out, despite my origin, the warden could hear me.
Hi. Where did Finn go?
Okay, and after that, I kind of really only had one thing on my mind.
Classic.
Okay, so did you just leave the warden up there?
Possibly.
Alright, give me a sec.
Karma.
What?
Okay, that's
Goodbye. 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 They're trying to murder me.
Okay.
They did not like the warden. I tried giving them a friend. It did not work out. Oh, that's lava. Fight you. I'll fight you. Fly away. Come on. Come on. Daddy, where did you go? I need support. Okay, I'm just very skilled. Are you still chasing me? You're still chasing me. Uh-oh. Maneuvers. Super.
And after all that, the only thing I took was the RGB cowboy hat, because I was going to use it to ransom Finn to go get that warden out of our base. But wait, hold up. Play that clip back again. Again, but slow it down a bit. Aha! I knew it! Zoom in! And stop. That right there, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals, is Lucia's stolen armor. Now you might be thinking, Corn, you can't be sure, and I am sure, because I enchanted Lucia's armor. I enchanted it with Blast Protection 4 because at that point I wasn't quite sure if I could trust them, and I wasn't going to waste a reroll on it. So yes, I know for sure that that is Lucia's armor, because when I gave it to them after enchanting it, they commented on how it had thorns. And Karma couldn't have gotten enchantments elsewhere because we had the only level 30 set up on the server, and Karma never enchanted with us. And though Finn enchanted last session, he talked about how he didn't actually have enough levels to do good level 30 enchants. He didn't have the levels to do level 30 enchants, so he couldn't have gotten Blast Protection 4. Therefore, I rest my case. This armor is Lucia's. But I didn't know it at the time, so I didn't take it. And when Lucia logged on, they were very unhappy to discover that their stuff was missing, and we hadn't been able to find the culprit, and they were feeling a bit angry, so they decided they were going to be stabby and just kill everyone until they could find who had taken their armor. If I had only noticed sooner, I could have stopped a massacre, and I could have stopped a lot of things. But I didn't notice. Ironically, I didn't notice because I was trying to fix a different one of Lucia's problems, and that problem was the problem of Emily and TV. Because if you remember, last session, Lucia kind of had like a murder spree and killed a bunch of people and their pets. And one of those, people's pets that Lucia killed was Emily and TV's chickens that she had named with her chat. So I thought, hey, maybe if, we just work some things out between us, we give space to grieve, then everything will be cleared up with us. So I had set up a therapy session with Emily and TV. Only thing was, she kind of wasn't really showing up. I'm waiting for Vizini. She's on her way. Okay. Emily! Emily and TV! Hey, no fire in the tea house.
I would like to talk to you about feelings. I would like to talk to you about feelings. I would like to talk to you about feelings.
Okay, I want you to know that you can have this slot until Emily and TV is here, but we promise I have a slot open that I need to talk with her about her chickens.
I need to come clean. I lied to you. I just said that so that Blue would run by and not kill me.
Okay, that's not against the rules, but I do kind of see it as a betrayal of trust, so next time you can just say I need a safe space. That's valid. That does both of the things.
I like it. I mean, to be fair, I wanted to talk about my feelings of not getting killed by Blue.
Alright, do you want to talk about that? Oh, Lucia is feeling stabby today.
The hell did I do?
I don't know, I'm sorry, man. Do you want a regen potion?
No, thank you.
Okay. But so would you like to talk about that? This is a safe space.
It doesn't feel good.
Instead of Emily and TV, we got SPEN, who was using the tea party as a safe space so Blue wouldn't kill him, which is totally valid, but kind of not what I was waiting for Emily and TV and she still hadn't showed up, so I did a little mini session with SPEN, and then SPEN left, and I was still there, waiting. I was starting to feel a little bit like I'd been set up, but then Emily Ann died, and she showed up at spawn because apparently her spawn point got broken too, and so we got to have the therapy tea party anyway. Would you like to, we can always start by feeding, Emma's friend, if you would like. I dropped weed over there.
Oh my god, yes. There you go.
Okay. So, I understand you want to talk about your chickens, and that's very valid, but while you're here, I'm gonna have to ask you to agree to the tea party rules.
Oh, ooh. Oh, no murder. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, yeah. Number 2, I agree. Okay, yeah. I like that. Oh my god, yes. Everyone should know.
I didn't even add the 4th rule, but I did change it so it was EmaMae.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay. So, take a seat wherever you want. I'll sit opposite you, so you choose.
Okay. I'll go here.
All right.
Oh, maybe here. Sorry. I'm a little.
No. Don't worry about it. This is a safe space. The important thing is that you feel heard. So, what did you come here to talk about?
My chickens. My chickens are dead. Someone robbed my home and took my chickens and murdered them.
I'm so sorry. That must be really, really sad.
It is. I had two chickens. One was named Pablo, and the other one was probably, I don't even remember the other one's name. But that's not beside. That's, whatever. It's fine.
That's really sad.
I'm just very emotional.
And this is a safe space. This is a safe space to let it out.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Emotions can express in many ways. If you feel like you need to murder me, give me a second. I'll put my stuff in a chest here, and you can murder me. If you feel like you want to feed Emma's friends more, if you want to cry, all emotional expression is valid. You know?
That sounds good. I just I lost my chickens, you know?
Yeah, and that's really sad.
And then I was murdered. I was murdered over at Mimi's house. I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry,
I don't know
dude.
by who. Wait, who even was it?
You can check in chat if it was recent.
Oh, I see who it was. I see. I've been betrayed.
As background, Lucia is having a really bad day right now.
Oh.
They were having a bunch of tech issues and they couldn't come online. They came online to their stuff stolen. No one's owning up to it. So they're just going around murdering everyone until they find their stuff. So I'm sure it wasn't a personal thing. And I'm sure once they're having a better day, they'll apologize and stuff.
Yeah.
But You know, like when you have one of those days where it's like, behold the field in which I grow my cares about everything, and behold, see that it is barren. I'm being PG-13 because my channel is PG-13, but you know what word I meant.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I know.
Okay,
I
so
know. I got
Lucia's
you.
just kind of having one of those days, you know? And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I tried to find their stuff back, and I asked people in chat, but no one said anything, because we know it was stolen by Spen at first, and then Blue killed Spen and put it back in
Yeah.
the chest, but then disappeared, and Lucia was
Oh,
having tech problems, so it was just another thing to log on to, and
I
so I'm
see.
like, you know, I'm sure that it's not like a broken alliance or anything. They were probably just really not doing good, and they'll apologize and stuff. I'm
I
sorry,
hope
and I
so.
wasn't there, you know?
It's okay. I'm glad that you're here now because I can talk to you about my chickens.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
chickens.
Um,
They were
I
great
found that
chickens.
sometimes with grief, it can be important to process through mourning. Would you like to make a grave for them?
Can I? It would just need
Dude,
to
yeah,
be
it's
one.
your grief process.
I don't have to do
Oh,
two.
you're
It
burying.
can just be one.
Okay. Is cherry okay, or would you like to build it out of something else?
Cherry's perfect because that was the color of my house that was underground, actually. Thank you.
I don't know if that's enough. If that's more, there's a crafting table here. There's also some slabs in here. This is where we keep digging, building supplies, and also a diglet hat.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Where should I put it? Is
You're
there
welcome.
like a certain area? You think?
Well, we haven't had this happen before. I'm gonna be
Okay.
completely honest. Today I woke up on the server to find that Spen had killed both of my axolotls. Well, technically only one of them was
What?
mine. His name was Sir Sunshine. No!
Jeez!
Emily-Ann, stay in the
No!
safe area!
No!
Emily-Ann! He
No!
cannot kill you in the safe area!
Go, Iceman!
Emily-Ann, if you're in the tea party
Corn
area,
my name, it was too perfect.
no, if you're in the tea party area, he can't hurt you. He agreed to the rules too, and he had a session here too.
Wait, Spen, you need therapy too? Where are you at, bestie?
Yeah.
We'll be besties. Where are you at? Okay, hi. Here, you want a slab? There you go.
Thank you.
That's a present in terms of please don't hurt me.
You're in the tea party area.
Outside
Remember
of
the rules. If you
this.
want to do murder, you have to go outside.
Yeah,
Okay?
exactly.
If you want to do murder, you have to go outside. Both of you have to be outside if you want to do murder.
And I'm not leaving.
Okay. So anyway, as I was explaining, grieving process.
He rejected. Oh no. Oh, did he just burn? I'm sorry. It's part of the grieving process.
No, yeah, all emotions are valid, you know? So do you have a place you want to put them? You know, like I haven't chosen a place. I'm not sure how my grief's gonna express itself, to be honest. You know, Lucia
Okay.
had an axolotl die today because we had shared custody.
No. Oh,
So, you know, it's been a yeah, but it's okay. Look, I can therapize myself. I'm cool like that.
Mhm.
But do you have a specific place you would like to mourn? Like we can do it in here if that's where you feel safest. We can do it by this tree. If you wanna put a grave in my glass house, then go for it. You know? It's what makes you feel
Aw.
comfortable.
Maybe I should. Wait, Archie stole my house, so I should put it right outside of my old house, so Archie can just look at it.
Alright, are you
That
gonna wanna
sounds
make a
fun.
sign for it and stuff? I
Yeah.
can make you a cherry sign. I have
Oh,
sticks on
thank
me.
you.
You're welcome.
And then at some point, I'm gonna have to head over to Mimi's because I have some stuff over there.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so where did you want to go first?
Probably my little place.
So I went with Emily-Ann TV to her house, and I helped her bury the chickens. And when she was done, she suggested we go back to the tea party area because she had a feeling that Spen was targeting her, and so she wanted to be in the safe zone. So I said, okay, and we went back. But when we got there, it turns out Spen was hanging out there. So that became a thing.
Go away! Shoot, fly! Don't
Okay,
bother me.
no. This is a safe space. We have to
Oh, I'm sorry.
we have to let everyone be here.
Hi, Spen. How are you doing, Spen? Hey, you got my berries. Hey, look, me too. Oh, okay. Nice berries.
Spen, are you AFK? I can't hear you. Are you saying something?
Spen?
Like even
Sorry.
just Oh, okay. I was wondering
Hey,
if you were
I was
me.
lost.
hat! That's
Oh,
my hat!
oh, is this yours?
Yes, it is, Ben!
Sorry, I forgot I had it
I'll give you a
on.
piece of fish if I can have it back.
How much fish do you got?
I
Ben,
got
my son,
3. That was
Take
the
this.
Spen, believe it or not.
I'm sorry, but you guys aren't allowed to have lava in the safe zone. I can give it back to you outside of the safe zone, but I'm
Well,
afraid you
someone
guys are
else
going to
picked
use it.
up.
Yeah, that was me. I was confiscating it.
Who else is here? Wait, hello?
Lou, is that you? If it's Peaches, Emily Ann really wants to talk to you, and Spen and I can leave for a sec, but
Peaches.
I think it kind of...
Spen, can I have my hat?
Is that a fish?
Yeah, it's a fish. You want it? I got 3.
Hey, what do you call... Oh, one sec.
Oh, God.
I prefer being in the table.
No, okay.
What do you call a guy that's in a hole?
Let us
I
be good.
don't know, and I feel like
Phil.
it's gonna be...
Let
Oh
us
my
be
God.
good people. Okay.
Spen, I swear.
Wait.
Wait,
I'm not
wait.
gonna lie. The
What do you call a guy? What do you call a guy who's trying to check off a box?
I don't know.
Mark.
Oh my god.
That one's a good one.
Spen?
That one's pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome.
Spen, do you mind giving Emily Ann TV her hat back?
Yeah. I only believe it or not, guys. Since this is a safe space, I've only killed 1 mob on this server. I'm not gonna lie. You drank
You've
it.
been really nice the whole time.
You drank it.
Didn't you see me zoom in after you died?
Wow.
This is a safe space,
When you got
guys.
back-
We can all talk this
Remember
out.
when you
I'm gonna
opened?
literally start sobbing.
Remember
Okay.
when you opened your chest and you started to pull things out of it?
Oh my god, is that Fred?
I was sitting inside the chest waiting for you to open it so I could open it and then shift click all of it out of there
This was mine.
so that you could watch it all
Oh, that was
disappear.
also mine. I died a lot over here.
I
Come on,
see
let's
how
be
it
real.
You do die a lot.
Well,
Yeah,
hey,
I died over here.
Everything from me.
I'll give you this if in trades for like my hat. You know that cause,
Sure.
you know, that would. Wait, really? Take off the hat then. Take off the hat then.
Throw me the fish first.
Put it in your hand. Oh no!
Spen?
Well,
Spen?
Hey,
Spen?
I got one more. Take off the hat, and I'll just give you the last one. This is, the last one, because this one tastes the best. Those 2 I burnt accidentally. Put it in. Yeah, I gave you 2. You give me 1. You just, yeah, and I'll get you another one maybe. I'll be nice, Spen. I'll be nice. Hey, you want a potato? Somehow I got a potato. I don't know where. Spen, what are you juggling it? Spen, you have 1, I have 1. Look, see, like, let's just. Okay.
Wait! Spen!
No.
Spen, this is a safe space!
Man.
Spen!
So
Spen,
we can
you
just
broke the
not
rules of the
trust
tea
Spen.
party, and for that you are not welcome here anymore.
No, I'm good.
Spen, you broke client you broke a client privilege here, okay? Please do not come into the tea party again. Okay? This was a serious thing you did, Spen.
He's really trying.
So, like, to any of you guys that are, here right now, if one of you guys could, like, kill Spen, outside of here, you can, maybe get my hat. Maybe, just maybe get my Oh, be careful.
oh, did the throwing not work? Sometimes it doesn't work. Yeet! Yeet! It didn't work!
Just keep him picked up for me.
It's not working!
Just pick him up for me. That's all I need.
Is he not yeatable?
Where did he go?
That's
no,
a new word.
Sometimes the connection's weird, so I can't actually get people. Yeah, we'll pick him up.
I see. But yeah, well, I mean, it doesn't have to be now, but if one of you guys happen to get Spen, and he happens to still have my hat, I would really love to have it back.
After I banned Spen from the tea party, things went downhill real fast. I got knocked off a cliff. It turned out Karma had brought up another warden. And at the end of it all, I had lost a friend. And I think that might be the worst bit of all.
Right.
Hey, Spen, you want to talk about that?
Not particularly.
Spen, can we talk about that? That hurt my feelings. And that's where the session ended. I hope you enjoyed watching, and also I'm gonna mess up my intro for a second to make something very clear, which is that Spen and I are still friends. This is just a server where we play on, and as things are going to ratchet up, because the next episode is the finale, things are gonna happen that may seem very serious. They are not. We are silly, goofy blockmen playing silly, goofy blockmen games. And yes, we have dramatic betrayals, and Spen didn't want to talk about his feelings. How dare he? You know, like, we are all still friends, and if anyone sends hate, you are not welcome here. Get out. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you enjoy watching Crimecraft, yeah, and I hope to see you in my corner of the internet sometime soon. See you next time, maybe.